Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jay. I wanted to talk a little bit about an incident that happened in Nice, France, where this person um, went on a rampage and killed um, three people. And all over the world right now, there's a lot of protests against France and the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, for his comments and his actions about regarding Islam. He closed down all the mosques. He spoke out against um, Islamic fundamentalism and for the protection of the French people. And because of that, um, in various Muslim countries, um, his image is being burned and he's being um, he's being derided as Islamophobic. And my opinion is, number one, the world is still dealing with COVID, so people shouldn't be going to um, religious services anyway. This is a similar problem that we've seen here in my city in New York, where um, a lot of Hasidic Jewish residents were burning Andrew Cuomo and Bill de Blasio's image in effigy, the um, the mayor and governor of New York City and New York State, respectively. So, you know, they need to take that into consideration. Another thing that they need to take into consideration too is that finally someone is um, speaking out against these knife attacks. We've been hearing about knife attacks in various European cities for the longest, but if you speak about it, people automatically brand you as Islamophobic, bigoted, just like if you speak against something that the Orthodox Jewish community does in New York that is unacceptable and against legality, they will automatically brand you as anti Semitic or anti Jewish. He's doing it for public safety. A teacher's head was cut off a couple of days ago for drawing a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad. Again, this is stuff that we've seen in the past. This people can practice whatever religion they want to practice, but this is completely unacceptable. Chopping someone's head off in a Western democracy like France, we don't go around doing that. That's unacceptable just because they drew a cartoon of Prophet Muhammad. You know what I mean? Prophet Muhammad, respect the seal of the prophets in the Muslim faith, okay. But here in America and in other Western countries, like magazines like Charlie Hebdo, and the one in Norway in 2006, satire is a part of Western humor. So if you can't get on board with the kind of satire, then I suggest you don't you don't you know you don't go to live in Western countries. This is something that we do in the West. We make fun of religious figures. We make fun of Buddha. We make fun of Jesus. We make fun of Moses. This is just how it is. We don't have religious censorship. The French Revolution wasn't fought so people could get their heads chopped off for protecting their quote unquote religious beliefs. We don't live in the Middle Ages anymore. We live in the modern world in the 21st century, If you don't like it, don't watch it. But don't go chop people's heads off because you disagree with their viewpoints or because you feel that they've disrespected your prophet. Of course, we know in the Islamic faith, pictures of Muhammad are prohibited. But France is not abiding by the Islamic faith. France is a secular nation, has been so ever since the French Revolution, when the Catholic Church was taken out of power in that country. So, and prior to that, it was a Catholic Christian nation. So, it's not abiding by Islamic laws and Islamic principles. It shouldn't, because it's not part of Islamic civilization. you, know, you know what I mean? So, chopping someone's head off and then reacting to the mosque closings with stabbings in the street or car attacks like what happened in Nice like 2 or 3 years ago, unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. I don't agree with that approach to violence. If you want to say that the material shouldn't be out there and that it's disrespectful to your religion, disrespectful to your prophet, and you want to protest it like certain Christian groups have protested images of Jesus, bad depictions of Jesus, such as that in Dan Brown's novel, Da Vinci Code, or Martin Scorsese's film back in the '80s, Last Temptation of Christ. That's okay. You can protest it. That's your right. It's free assembly. But you don't have the right to go kill somebody just because they wrote a book or they made a video, like in 2012, the innocence of Muslims when they started rioting all over the world because a movie was put out on YouTube, a YouTube video depicting the life of the Prophet Muhammad in a negative way. You don't get to do that. You know, there's freedom of speech in this country, and there's freedom of speech in other democratic countries like France or England or Sweden, or you know, we have these freedoms and we cherish these freedoms that are built up as a part of Western civilization. And one of those freedoms is freedom of expression. Peace.